All right, I'm here in the Media Center at the Dow Championship with Vanessa Borovilos, sorry, and Sophie Stevens. Just ahead of the week, kind of opening things up, talk about how excited you both are for this week and this opportunity. Sophie, if you'd like to go first.
Yeah, I'm stoked. This is my first LPGA appearance, and it's like always been like a dream to play in one. So I think just like coming on the grounds, seeing all the players that like you know by name, has just been awesome, and I'm stoked for it. I'm not quite sure what to expect, but honestly, you'll just go out and have fun.
Vanessa?
Yeah, it's great being at an LPGA event. We're still trying to find our way around here, like through the locker rooms and everything. But to be able to tee it up against the pros, we played with Danielle Kang and Ronnie Lin today. And just to be able to talk with them and see who they are as people, it's pretty cool.
Yes, awesome. And then just talk a little bit too, Sophie, about winning the Suzanne Pedersen qualifier and what kind of decision went into picking Vanessa as your partner.
Yeah, honestly, what an opportunity to be able to play in that. I kind of made like a last minute decision to participate in it. I was like, I need something to sharpen my game before I play in the Michigan AM. So my dad was like, hey, you want to like sign up for this? And I was like, sure, why not? So I gave it a crack, and I played really well. The last day it was still a bit of a struggle, but I was proud of the way I kind of held it together and fought through it. And then to be able to like realize like, hey, like you just qualified for an LPGA event was awesome. So I'm super stoked to be here again. And Vanessa is an amazing player. She's also a lot of fun to be around. And so I was like thinking through like all the people I've played with, like who's someone I would have a ball with, but also like be able to actually have success with. And Vanessa was an easy one because she's both those things. And yeah, I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember I was at Weston, my home club, when I got the call. And she's like, you doing anything that week? I'm like, no, I'm free. So we decided to come down here, and yeah, we're going to have a great week.
Awesome. That's a great story. And talk a little bit about the team name you both have chosen in the walk-up song. Any reason behind it? The process that went into picking it? Any other options you had?
Yeah, so we came up with it last night. Actually, we were having dinner downtown Midland, and we were just playing ping pong, like fooling around, and we were joking that we're like the kids in this event. So Sophie's like, yeah, we're the youngins, and I'm like, that's the name.
Yeah.
That's the name.
That's awesome. And the walk-up song?
Levels by Avicii. I've listened to that song for a couple years now, before almost all of my events. And it's just a great song to get pumped up to, so I thought it would be fun coming up 18.
It's a good hype song.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And touching a little bit more about being here and seeing kind of some of these players that you've watched and grown up watching, what's it been like for you both to kind of be in the same spaces as them, eating, and dining with them? And is there anyone, too, that you're excited to meet or have already met this week so far?
Honestly, I think it's just like it's so cool. You see it all on TV, but then to actually like be there and be in it, and it kind of makes you like realize like, hey, at the end of the day, like we're all just like a bunch of golfers like trying to perfect our craft. So I think it's super cool like being there and being in it and like living the same experience that they're living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I come here, it's still a bit nerve-wracking. Like I'm trying not to mess up, trying not to get in the way of the other players, but I mean, they're all so supportive. They know what it's like being out here for the first time. So, yeah, it's really cool to be here.
And Vanessa, just a question to go a little bit more into that. Brooke Henderson is in the field, a very well-known Canadian golfer, the most winningest of all time. Just talk a little bit about what it's been like maybe for you to look up to her and all the accomplishments she's had, and kind of if you align your goals sometimes with that trajectory, and if you'd like to see yourself in Brooke's spot one day, maybe.
Yeah, I've looked up to her for many years now. Just not only what she has accomplished, but how she's gone about it, how she, like, you always see her, she's smiling out there, never gets mad or anything. So I got the opportunity to play a practice round with her in New Jersey last year at one of my events. And it was the coolest thing, just to be able to talk to her and see how she's gone about the game and how she goes about tournaments. But yeah, following in her footsteps would be really cool.
I'll ask one more question and then I'll open it up. Both heading to college and just finished your first year in college. Have you kind of talked to each other too about like what college golf is like and the experience that you're hoping Vanessa has and what you've kind of taken away from it, Sophie?
Yeah, we actually talked about it a lot last night. I've really enjoyed college golf so far. It's been so much fun. It was a lot more different than junior golf, but just having like that camaraderie between your teammates and having coaches like always there to help you, just building that team around you has been like such a cool experience. And also like having good players, like we both, like I'm going to a really good school right now. She's going to be at an amazing school, and like having like those really good players around you to just help sharpen your game, and you learn different things from different people. She'll do amazing. I'm excited for the next 3 years I've got, so it's been awesome.
And what are you looking forward to most, Vanessa, about college golf based on what Sophie said?
Yeah, I would say the team aspect of it. I being in Toronto and doing online school, I haven't really gotten to hang out with too many of my friends, I guess, that I play against on a daily basis. So to be able to practice with them and really just hang out, have a good time, can't wait for that. And can't wait to be rivals with Sophie.
There you go.
All right. Any questions here in the media center, Jeremy?
Yep. First one for Sophie. So you talked about winning the Suzanne Pedersen qualifier. Talk about making your LPGA Tour debut in your home state. You know, as I'm sure you got family here,
Yeah.
right? I'm sure you're going to have more family that's going to be here this week. So talk about that a little bit, playing your LPGA Tour debut in your home state.
Yeah, I mean, it's super special. I love Michigan. I love this type style, like golf course. It reminds me like a lot of the courses I've played growing up. Just the, thick grass, the smooth greens. Like this is literally what like the golf course that I like. It's been a little different since I played down south so much. You play all the Bermuda and all that. But it's nice being back up in this northern grass, and just having family around. Like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I just love playing close to home. So yeah.
And then second question. So as you're going to Texas A&M, I'm assuming that either you're going to go say hi to Stacey Lewis this week or she's going to go say hi to you if you haven't already. So are y'all meeting up this week? Are y'all chatting this week? Are you going to just get some pointers from her as you go into Texas A&M next year?
Yeah, my coach at A&M, he's trying to set us up for a little chat. We actually saw her when we were coming down 18s, but yeah, it's going to be great to be able to be around her and kind of get the wisdom off of her many years on the LPGA Tour. So hopefully get to know her a bit more, and we're going to have fun.
Good. And then final question for me, what's your, so you two know each other really well. You said you're going to have the most fun together out of anybody this week. On the golf course, what's the strategy, right? Because it's a team event, so it's foursome, four balls. Have y'all talked about strategy on the golf course this week?
We've touched on it a little bit. We'll get into a little bit more as the week goes on. But she hits the ball a mile, so there's a couple holes out there that I think would be good to give her the driver and let her rip it down there, especially an alternate shot. Aside from that, like, we're just going to go out, have fun, keep a good mindset, and enjoy it.
Awesome. We'll have so much fun this week, ladies. We'll look forward to seeing the youngins out there.
Thank you so much.